Mika.
Hello guys. Which one first? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for having me. Let's go have a chat.
Μίκα, ποια είναι η άποψή σου ή πώς βλέπεις στις σημερινές μάχες που γίνονται στη Φόρμουλα 1 το συναγωνισμό, είναι βαρετό ή στις μέρες του ήταν διαφορετικά και καλύτερα?
The reality is the Formula 1 has lost quite a lot of fans. The technology, how it's changed in Formula 1 has influenced audience. You know, the Formula 1s are not anymore so loud. Something missing there a little bit. If you take the kids who are 10 years old, I don't think they have any more posters on the wall of Formula 1 cars and the drivers. I don't think they're any more into that. So the time is changing and it should try to give even more for the fans. I don't think the young people anymore, they are not sitting in front of television. They are here. They are in the social media. They're chatting here. They're talking here. So I think the Formula 1 is going through the changes. The audience has to be taken from here. We have to feed them with the information which is exciting, closer to drivers and closer to teams. Why? You know, Formula 1 has today, I think, more than 900 horsepower. Massive horsepower. In my time, we had maybe 800, close to 900 horsepower. But we were burning in a Grand Prix, we were burning nearly 200 kilos of fuel. Today they burn 100 kilos. So massive saving in the fuel consumption. So less pollution. So I think this kind of information for the young people, 10 years old, 15 years old people, they are interested to understand why. How you guys do that? Through that way, activation would come back alive.
Από την εμπειρία σου όλα αυτά τα χρόνια στους αγώνες, πιστεύεις ότι η τεχνολογία που χρησιμοποιείται στη Φόρμουλα 1, τότε σαν McLaren Mercedes, σήμερα αμιγώς Mercedes, περνάει στα επιβατικά αυτοκίνητα και πόσο ωφελεί αυτό?
Definitely. The Formula 1, it is an extreme sport. The competition is very, very tough. Now these days the Formula 1 has about 20 Grand Prix a year, different countries. Teams are working every day in a week. When the competition is very tough, the development has to go really fast because everybody competing each other. So the materials improving all the time in the cars, very special. Because I remember when I was racing, I retired 2001, and I looked at the Grand Prix cars today. There's a massive difference. It's like a mobile phone. If you take a mobile phone in 2001 and mobile phone today, there's a big difference. It's the same thing in racing cars. This kind of information and the quality materials, they are all the time bringing this kind of development in the road cars.
Στις μεγάλες αλλαγές που έχουν γίνει στη Φόρμουλα 1 είναι και το ηλικιακό. Δηλαδή, εσύ πήρες το πρώτο πρωτάθλημα 29 ετών. Γύρω στα 22 ήταν και ο Φέτελ και ο Χάμιλτον. Αυτή τη στιγμή έχουμε το Verstappen που είναι 18 και ο γιος του είναι 15. Πού πάει το πράγμα από τον ήπιο θα οδηγούν Φόρμουλα 1?
I believe that everything in today's life is much faster than in my time when I was young. And the young people, for them everything is there. You know, they know so much. There is no any more surprises. There's not so much excitement anymore. Young people developing very fast. They can study the rally cars. They can study the Formula 1 cars. Engines, the gearboxes, the suspension, the aerodynamics, and traveling around the world. They can visit every country in the internet. They don't have to walk in a library to rent the book or buy the book and study something. Everything is there if they are interested. So when they are entering the sport, they start their career when they are 6 years old. They do some racing car, you know, go-karting, but at the same time they study. And because they are fascinated and they're interested, they learn very quick. So when you're becoming 16, 17, 18, 19, you have already a massive amount of information. So you are ready. You know, for my time, you have to race, get your experience. You have to learn. And yes, you can read racing magazines and try to study from there. But now everything is, you know, internet. I believe that's why the young drivers are more ready, earlier age. But you need a passion. Doesn't matter which sport you're doing, you need a passion. Mm-hmm. And through that passion, you get the success.
You miss the passion yourself?
Not anymore, no. My time is behind. It's good to go sometimes back in a history and look at it. But it's not good to carry that every day with you. We have to live today, we have to live for the future and concentrate new things in our life. Formula 1 is fascinating and it's great. Would I like to race today? No.
Αυτό το θρυλικό προσπέρασμα που πιστεύω γίνει μάθημα προς διδασκαλία πια στο ΣΠΑ το 2000 ήταν η καλύτερη στιγμή στην καριέρα σου?
The answer is yes. Certainly it was a incredible moment what happened in Belgium in Spa when I overtook Michael Schumacher on a very high speed. And I think the overtaking was the moment when the Ricardo Sonda was middle of the track and we both overtaking. So it was amazing feeling, and I think it was definitely one of the greatest overtaking maneuvers in Formula One. But when I look back my history and I look some races already from the go-karting time, the time when I was in Formula 3, there was some incredible overtaking maneuvers. What I did, I mean, it's amazing. I remember that so well. But I think those overtaking maneuvers were so shocking, psychologically, physically. You put such a big effort that way you never forget that in your life. They're so strong in my memory that way. They're fun sometimes to remember it. But yes, coming back to Spa, that was definitely against the Michael Schumacher was the most amazing one.
Μίκα, το 1993 ήσουν 25 ετών και μπαίνοντας στη Φόρμουλα 1 έκανες ταχύτερο γύρο από τον Άιρτον Σένα. Πώς το κατάφερες αυτό?
Yeah. I think that's the right word. When you're taking a Formula 1 car or any car and you put the car on a limit, there is a certain limit that way you cannot go any faster anymore. Otherwise you make a mistake, you go off the line, or you crash. So there's a certain limit what you can reach from the engine, the tires, from yourself, and taking track conditions. When I was teammate for Ayrton Senna in '93, I got all these elements in the right place. So I got the right temperature on the tires. I found the limit of myself, limit of the racetrack, limit of the engine. Everything was perfect. And of course, a little bit young, you know, the young man, what the show, I'm gonna go for it, you know. And Ayrton was slower than me, I think, less than a 1/10.
48,000.
Exactly. So it was a ridiculously small amount. And Ayrton was 3 times world champion. So I think I woke him up. I said, what's going on here, you know? Am I getting old? How this Finnish guy can suddenly come and, you know, kick my, go quicker than me? So of course it was so frustrating for him. But answer your question, how did I do it? Just getting everything in the right place. But that didn't mean in '93 I'm a world champion. I was just quicker than him in a one qualification out of many races. But of course that was the first time when somebody really was quicker than Ayrton like that. So it really created a big discussion.
Από την σημερινή γενιά των πιλότων, εκτός από τον Βάλτερη Μπότας, ποιος πιστεύεις ότι είναι ο καλύτερος από όλους?
If you look at the Sebastian Vettel, what he's doing a really fantastic work. He can really put the car on the edge. His driving is very controlled driving, very much balanced. There's nothing extra, you know, everything is very controlled way of driving, which is beautiful to see that. And he's all the time getting best out of the car, best out of the tires, whatever situation is. So, fantastic. Lewis Hamilton, I think, is a complete driver. You know, he's just so full of confidence inside himself. He can perform a mega way. He's aggressive, exciting to watch, and fast when he needs to be fast. Nico Rosberg is great. He's very quick, but something sometimes lacking, you know, something is happening. But again, he's a quick driver. Now what's happening with Kimi? He's not in an easy position for sure in his racing career at the moment. Formula One always has been a very strong, very fast environment. Formula One teams, they want winners. But to answer your question, I think Lewis is definitely number one at the moment.
Επειδή στην Ελλάδα ζούμε μια τεράστια κρίση εδώ και πολλά χρόνια, πώς πιστεύεις ότι μπορεί να ξεπεραστεί μια τέτοια κρίση, με τι ψυχολογία, με τι σκεπτικό, με ποιο τρόπο, όπως και πέρασε εκείνο το μεγάλο ατύχημα στην Αδελαΐδα το 1995?
I mean, of course, it's impossible to compare it. Only way is just to work hard. You know, there is no shortcuts in a life. You know, it's only hard work is the success in a long term. You know, it took me 7 years to win a Grand Prix. Yes, I had a bad accident in 95, and to come back from there was very, very difficult. But my mentality was saying to myself, no, I'm not going to give up. I want to win. I want to be a world champion. 2 months later, the doctor said, Mika, you're not allowed to go running yet. You are not allowed to go jogging. And I know that, to come back of racing, I need to be fit. Imagine the doctors tell you you're not allowed to run. So how do you get fit? It was very difficult. So psychologically, it was very demanding. But this accident, what happened to me, at the same time, it made me more relaxed. It made me to realize that Formula One is not everything. Motor racing is not everything. It's important is how you are, how you feel, how is your friends, how is your family. So it makes you more relaxed. So when I went back to motor racing, I think I felt, that's a great sport. Let's have fun. And early in my career in 91, 92, my mentor was James Hunt. And James Hunt said to me, every time when I went to see him in England, he said to me, Mika, when you do racing, have fun. And I was always wondering in James, what he means have fun? Because this is not fun at all, this is hard work. But then later on in my career, I understood, and especially after my accident, you need to have fun. And then you make a better results. Don't be so aggressive.
So Greece is going to be 2 times world champion in the future.
Just need to trust people, and work hard and solve the problems. And that's it. Life has to continue. And we cannot look back. Like I said earlier, I can sit here and just talk about my world championship forever. But I know we need to continue. We need to go further in our life to have new challenges. Yes, you have a beautiful country. Yes, you have beautiful islands. But we had to move forward. Look other things for the success.
Thank you so much, Mika.
Thank you
very much.
Thanks.